My association with the Basilians goes back a long way. In the 50s, the middle 50s, I had the pleasure of coming to Holy Rosary, which was just across the way. And Father Matt Sheedy used to call us the little people because we used to invade the field and run around the field and drive the Basilians nuts back in those days. First introduced to the Basilians through a fellow by the name of Father John Kelly, J.T. Kelly, who was an incredible influence upon us. There were 3 or 4 of us, some Rhodes Scholars that came out of St. Mike's who went on to be from Holy Rosary. And it was John Kelly that really set us off. He looked after us. Many of us came from homes in which we did not have particularly strong fathers, and as a result, he really took a place of a father for us in the father image, teaching us discipline and knowledge long before we came to St. Mike's, teaching us dedication to work, the work ethic, teaching us to do many things. There we participated in all kinds of activities, including being an altar boy, as I came here in the fall of 1960. We were met by some wonderful people, and Father Neil Hibbert, Father Brian Sweeney were seminarians then, and they really took a hold of us. We lived up the street, and up the street I didn't spend much time at home, but I really was called a rink rat. A number of us spent our times hanging around the rink, hanging around the school. And Father Neil Hibbert taught us to play tennis, taught us to swing a golf club, taught us manners, taught us to respect the church, respect schools, respect knowledge, and respect each other. Really forming the tools with which we were able to go on and do many things. Can't forget Father Rocco Volpe. Rocco was a great influence upon us. What a great guy. He taught us all about enthusiasm, taught us about being enthusiastic about whatever the heck you did. And certainly Father Neil was the same way. They taught us to get involved and to do whatever we could do, to be the best we could be. This award that you've bestowed upon me is really all about the common man. And the tools that I learned at St. Mike's has enabled me to go on and do and have the wonderful experiences. The tools at St. Mike's of knowledge, discipline, and goodness have really taught me, given me the tools to do the kinds of things I've been able to do. I went on to university and did medicine, and did surgical interventions, and then did sports medicine, surgical interventions. And I had the opportunity coming back after I did all my surgical training to do some what call a postgraduate fellowship at Mount Sinai Hospital. And I can say one of the proudest moments of my life was to put myself through St. Mike's High School. I had to wash dishes, and I washed dishes in the hospital at Mount Sinai. And I did that for 5 years in order to be able to pay for the tuition because we couldn't afford it. And 10 years to the day, almost, after leaving Mount Sinai washing dishes, I came back as a clinical fellow, and it was pretty cool. Another great influence when I was at St. Mike's was Father Joe Penny, who was a gem of a guy. Again, he taught us to follow our passions. And that's really what it's all about. And without those stimulations, we just wouldn't have been able to get as far as we have. The basis of that fortune is what I learned here at St. Mike's. So we did a little bit of trying to help the athletes directly here. We tried to, I was invited to come and try to run a little clinic here for some of the athletes, and we've done that as much as we can. Unfortunately, my schedule does not allow me to do it as much as we want. But we learned along the way that it's really important to see kids in their own environment, to understand that even their relative, what to me is minor complaints, is very major complaints to them, and so it's important to get after them and to watch them and to get involved early on. The earlier they're treated, the better. So we tried to come and be with the kids here in their own clinic, in their own atmosphere. I learned, among other things, that sports medicine, as well as most things in life, is all about a team approach. Sometimes now they just send the athletes up to my sports medicine clinic at North York, which we have done for some 30 years, and we'll see them on priority basis so that we can get on with them and get them treated. We feel the sooner they're treated, the sooner they're diagnosed, the better it is for them getting back to their activities. Another great opportunity occurred to me too. I have a wonderful cottage far north on the Manitoulin Island on the North Channel, God's country as we call it. And they needed some help with their orthopedic investigations. So I was given the opportunity to work and see patients in a community that does not have doctor access like we do have here in Toronto. As I say, down here in Toronto, I have really two practices. My Toronto practice, which people are looking for a third opinion, and the people on the Manitoulin who are just desperate for any opinion. And it's wonderful. It is truly wonderful to see unbelievably grateful patients. And it's very humbling to see how you can change people's lives. So I do run it about once a month. I fly, in fact, I'm off this afternoon to fly to Little Current to see patients there. I'll see some 60 or 70 patients tomorrow, of which 20 or 30 will need surgery, and activity they wouldn't be able to get as quickly as if I don't go to them. And that's what St. Mike's is all about, is developing to the best of your ability whatever you can do to follow your goal. And I feel very lucky, very humble.